Well, I'd like to welcome you all to the city of LaBelle. I always have a good time when I come to this town. You never know when I walk in, what kind of atmosphere we're going to have. We always have fun. A lot of people say, well, where are you going today? And I'll go, I'm going to LaBelle. And they say, well, what's up there? I said, well, you'll have to come with me to LaBelle. It's always fun up here. But today we are here to do a certificate of award to the city of LaBelle. This project started 2 or 3 years ago with our agency, but I know it started several years ago with the city. And it's a $2.4 million project. They're going to be doing water improvement lines and installing a new water tower, doubling the size of the water tower, and also we'll have new hydrants along with the new lines. So at this time, I want to introduce Neil Miller. He's our area director out of the St. Joe office, and let him say a few comments.
Thank you, Cheryl. Again, my name is Neil Miller, USDA Rural Development Area Director for North Missouri. I cover from the Missouri River on the west side of the state to the Mississippi River on the east side of the state, northern tiers of counties. So it's my pleasure to be here today. My congratulations to the city and their hard work. A special thanks to Cheryl Elliott, the USDA Rural Development staff member that put the project together. We have lots of paperwork, and she's very good at helping communities through those stacks. So, Mayor, I hope that it wasn't too bad of a project for you guys to get through. I bring my apologies and regrets that our state director can't be here today. Janie Dunning loves to come to our media events and celebrate with you at least getting the funding in place. There's still several steps to go through with engineering and bidding and then the actual construction yet. But at this point, it's a good time to look back at what we've accomplished so far, and just getting the funding in place is a huge step. So congratulations on that. We'd also like to mention Lou Ann Ranji in the back and Glenda Schaefer that works in our Kirksville office. We're doing several of these events today, and so we're traveling together. But we couldn't have done this without appropriations being made to our agency. And I have to tell you that our federally elected officials, Congresswoman McCaskill, Senator McCaskill, Senator Blunt, and Congressman Graves worked together for funding for our agency to be able to come here today and present these funds to you. So today we have with us, representing Senator McCaskill, is Matt Williams. So Matt, would you like to speak?
Thanks, Neil. On behalf of Senator McCaskill, I want to congratulate the mayor and the city of LaBelle for your hard work and what you've been able to accomplish. And we appreciate the work that USDA RD does to help our rural communities get done what needs doing. And it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. And for Senator Blunt, we have Sarah Graff.
Well, thanks again, Neil, for inviting us here today. We always enjoy coming out and seeing what local projects are being done in rural Missouri. And USDA Rural Development is a great partner. They work really well with small communities all over the state. And we appreciate your guys' initiative and hard work. We know it's a process to get through, but like Matt said, it's something that needs to be done, and so we appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. And from Congressman Sam Graves, we have Aaron Baker.
We just want to congratulate the city of LaBelle. We know that you'll do a good job of being stewards of this program, and it's this time of year during harvest that we're reminded how important it is to have infrastructure for the industry that is here, for safety, and for the residents of the community. So we think it's a very good investment.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Again, my congratulations to you. Thank you.
Yeah, right now I want to introduce, I guess I probably should have done this up front, but Mayor Larry Hackamack, and I'll have you introduce your staff, Mayor, and you guys can have comments on the project as well.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to introduce Debbie Hudnut, who has put our city clerk, who has put a lot of work into this project, probably more so than what people would realize. Well, Superintendent Wayne Rudd, and his helper Keith Strange, former Alderman Donnie Zahn, former Alderman Cecil Morrow. The rest of our aldermen are all workers. They work away. The Western Lewis County Fire Department, William C. Staffen is representing them. The Lewis County Commissioner is Jesse Roberts, is here today with us. Karen. Oh yeah, there he is. And Randy Clarkson, very good, very thanks to you. You helped us get this project on the ground. If it hadn't been for you and this fine lady here, I don't believe it had ever got done. We really all heard a lot of gratitude. And I hope the people of LaBelle would greatly appreciate what these fine people have done for you all. It's like the man said, it's for your safety and your sake, and we really appreciate it all. And as you can tell, I'm pretty nervous. I guess there's one thing I do want to tell you. Debbie, have I forgot anybody? There is one thing I do want to tell you. If you walk outside, a couple of you have already heard this. If you walk underneath that tower and you have your keys in your hand or something, whatever you do, don't drop them. I was working in my yard last week. I dropped an 18-foot log chain and it went clear to the ground and clear to the bottom, and I never did hear it hit the bottom. So I appreciate everybody's help and thank you very much for coming today. And like I say, there's not enough thanks that I can say, and sure appreciate it.
Thanks, Mayor. Randy, I want you to come forward and speak. Randy Clarkson, he works for Bartlett West. Mike Logston is the project engineer on this project. Now, he was unable to attend, so I'll have Randy kind of...
Thank you, Cheryl. A lot of people played a key role in this project. On the way up here, I was just reminiscing a little bit about, I used to come up here a lot and work mostly in wastewater projects. And this was a water project, kind of helped get it going and passed it along to somebody who does more water projects. But one day I was in town on one of the wastewater jobs, and it came up, I looked up Wayne and Keith, and they had a hole open, trying to fix a piece of pipe. And I had gasped when I saw what these guys were trying to do, what the condition of this pipe was. And that's when I got, okay, we're not done with the wastewater job yet, but we got to get going. And at the council meetings, of course, Donnie wouldn't let you go, get out of there without talking about the water project, and others also. But that's when I realized, and I think I took a piece of that pipe, and Mike brought it up there a time or two. Actually, I came across this twice where they were doing this. One was in the old iron pipe, one was the asbestos cement pipe. And neither one of them were anything you wanted in your water system. And that's going to be corrected with this project, along with several other things. So I want to thank the people that helped get the funding together, Cheryl and all the USDA staff. This is really a good project, so thanks a lot.
Thanks, Randy. Just want to reemphasize, it is a $2.4 million project. USDA Rural Development is putting in a $1,282,000 loan. We're doing a $993,000 grant. And that's a huge grant in today's world with grant funds being decreased every year. But we also want to thank the city and the citizens of LaBelle because they're putting in $125,000 in this project to make it work. And they also looked ahead and went ahead and raised their water rates so that they could afford that loan. So we'll have Neil present the plaque to the mayor.
just a little something to remember us by. Certificate of award to the city of LaBelle in the amount of $1,282,000 loan and a $993,000 grant. USDA Rural Development commends your interest in improving the lives of the citizens in your area. The 669 residents of LaBelle will greatly benefit from upgrades to the existing water system. If you wouldn't have been as proactive and your council proactive, we wouldn't be here today, and the system that you had would eventually fail. It is failing, and so you could be light years ahead, really, from where you could have been. So thank you for your proactive work in it. So my congratulations.
Thank you.
We might go outside and get everybody here in a photograph opportunity. I would really like to do that if that's okay.
Yeah, I guess there's one other thing I want to say. I forgot to mention my present board that I have, which I did say they all work, so they couldn't be here today, but they would have loved to have been here and seen all this great moments in history.
You don't work.
It does seem like it's been history since we started this project, doesn't it, Randy?
Yes, it's been a while, but it's working out.
I'd like to say I really want to thank Cheryl and Randy and Mike Lawson. They are to cap this, to got this really going. And thank everybody.
Do we have time for questions? Okay. Mr. Mayor, can you tell us a little bit about some of the problems that you've had in the past and how you hope this is going to fix it?
Broken water lines.
What kind of problems has this caused in the community?
Usually it causes so much problems where you gotta shut the whole system down. Everybody in town is out of water. Our maps are not up to date. It may tell you the water line's on the north side of the street and it end up being on the south. And when you fix one pipe, it goes down the line, gets weaker, and you end up replacing maybe a 4 or 5 foot strip. We've had fire hydrants that the bottom has fell out of it, and that has caused, your fire system to be out of commission.
So what's the longest?
The worst part is in the wintertime. When it's zero and that wind's blowing up the back of your shirt, that's no fun fooling in that water.
Oh, no, sir. What's the longest that the city's ever been without water? Or had to turn off the water?
Oh, probably 8 hours.
8 hours?
Approximately.
Okay, and about how often does that happen?
Had a water leak Sunday night, but did not have to turn the water off.
Oh my goodness.
The only reason it's only 8 hours is because of Wayne and Keith, and actually Larry, a lot of times we go help them. They're really good at what they do, so they can get the system back online. But it takes a lot of skill to do that in a short period of time, repair these old lines that are in very bad condition. So you don't have a good line to repair to. You might come up with a good line to replace what's broke. You got to connect that to an old line. And it takes a lot of skill to do that. Unfortunately, they have that in this community.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Why don't we go outside and take a picture of everybody?